Terrifying October surprise explained. Imagine waking up one day, just weeks before a crucial election, and suddenly the world seems to be turned upside down. A major crisis, a hidden scandal, or an unexpected geopolitical event bursts into the spotlight. The timing is too perfect. Welcome to the concept of the October surprise, where the unexpected meets the dramatic, and everything hangs in the balance. In today's video, we're diving deep into the terrifying October surprise, exploring 10 shocking events from history that rocked elections, influenced geopolitics, and left people speechless. You won't want to miss this. Let's begin. 1. Iran hostage crisis, 1980 and 1980, 52 American hostages were held in Iran. Rumors swirled that secret negotiations delayed their release to hurt President Carter and boost Reagan's chances. The hostages were freed moments after Reagan's inauguration. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe, the ultimate October surprise. 2. OPEC oil embargo, 1973. In October 1973, OPEC slammed the brakes on oil exports, triggering a global energy crisis. Gas prices skyrocketed, and economies trembled. The US government was left scrambling. One swift move by a handful of oil producers, and the world changed overnight. 3. Hillary Clinton email scandal, 2016. Just when you thought the 2016 election couldn't get any wilder, FBI Director James Comey dropped a bombshell in late October, a new investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. The timing? Absolutely perfect for creating chaos right before Election Day. The result? A massive shift in public perception. 4. Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. October 1962, the world teetered on the edge of nuclear war. The US discovered Soviet missiles in Cuba, and the standoff that followed pushed the Cold War to its boiling point. It was a true October surprise that could have ended the world as we know it. 5. Russia hacking allegations, 2016. More than emails, the 2016 election saw accusations that Russia hacked into the Democratic National Committee and leaked sensitive information. This October surprise shook the trust in democracy and raised questions that still echo today about election integrity. 6. Grenada invasion, 1983. Just before the 1984 election, President Reagan launched the US invasion of Grenada, claiming it was to protect American lives. Critics saw it as a political move to rally support. Was this October surprise about saving lives or winning votes? 7. Hurricane Sandy, 2012. Mother Nature has a way of delivering her own October surprises. Just days before the 2012 US election, Hurricane Sandy slammed the East Coast. The destruction was massive, and the political response shaped the final days of the campaign. 8. Watergate scandal, 1972. Though the bulk of the Watergate scandal unfolded after the election, its rumblings began just before. The discovery of wiretaps and a break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters set the stage for what would become one of the biggest political scandals in US history. 9. Stock market crashes. Economic surprises are just as dangerous. Whether it's a sudden crash like the one in 1929 or a more recent financial meltdown, markets collapsing in October can send shockwaves across the world, tipping the scales in elections and reshaping global power dynamics. 10. Donald Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis, 2020. In the middle of a contentious election, President Trump tested positive for COVID-19 in October 2020. The announcement shocked the world and brought the pandemic front and center in the last days of the campaign. This was more than a health scare, it was an October surprise that changed the course of the election. So, what's this year's October surprise going to be? Rumors are flying. Will it be an international cyber attack? A sudden economic collapse? A major political scandal? Or maybe even a groundbreaking peace deal that no one saw coming? One thing's for sure, when October arrives, expect the unexpected. And if history has taught us anything, it's that the next big surprise is always just around the corner, waiting. But this year, Mother Nature may have her own October surprise up her sleeve. In recent weeks, meteorologists have been sounding the alarm over two terrifying hurricanes, Hurricane in Carolina Helene and Hurricane in Florida Milton, both defying the usual characteristics we expect this time of year. Experts are pointing to abnormal intensification patterns, with these storms growing faster and stronger than previously recorded in similar conditions. This has raised concerns that the warm ocean waters, a result of climate shifts, are fueling unprecedented storm surges and winds. Some meteorologists even warn that these hurricanes could break records for intensity, striking more forcefully and unpredictably than anything we've seen in the past decade. Could these monstrous hurricanes be this year's October surprise? If they land at the wrong time, or in the wrong place, they could disrupt not only lives but also the political landscape. When disaster strikes in October, it tends to leave a lasting impression. Stay tuned, because the unexpected doesn't just happen in politics. Sometimes, it roars in from the Atlantic, with a force no one is ready for. Stay alert. The real question is, are you ready for this year's October surprise? Or scarier still, if it rolls over to a nasty November.